Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I was very nervous to post my first video, but after I saw that it had 33 views, I was like, okay, sis is really out here doing her thing on YouTube. All right, I see you, sis. So, that gave me the confidence, like, okay, I can really do this. Let's keep it going. So here I am with part 2 of spilling the tea on each zodiac sign, because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So I will be talking about the last 6 zodiac signs, which are Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. And ooh, honey, go ahead and get your snacks, get your tea, because the tea is hot over here, honey. It's real hot. Yes, ma'am. Let's get to it, honey. All right. So I'm going to be talking about Libras. I love Libras. Oh my God, they're so amazing. And let's talk about how they're naturally beautiful. Like, every Libra I've met is just naturally beautiful. Even the men. And I'm like, like, drop the skincare routine. Like, honey, I need it. Like, they are a smoke show, honey. Like, they'll give you a run for your money. For real. It is crazy. But underneath all that beauty, they can be a little flirty, indecisive, and superficial, and a little narcissistic. Just saying. But, they know how to dress. They really do. They know how to dress. They're very social, and they're very passionate, and they care a lot about social justice. Like, they're very passionate about that. And I think that's really amazing, though. So they have a balance of beauty and brains. I like that. I see you, Libras. You're doing your thing. Keep doing your thing, baby. So if you have a little crush on a Libra, here are some do's and don'ts when you are dating a Libra, or at least trying to attract a Libra. I would say make sure you are put together, because they're really into fashion. So they're always going to be looking good. I mean, even if they're going to the grocery store, like, they will dress up, honey. They will get all dressed up and pull out all the designer handbags or, belts. Designer everything, babe. They got designer everything. They rolling in money. So they can afford it. So they're going to look good. So you need to make sure you look good. Like, you don't have to get all dressed up, but, make sure your hair looks nice, and I don't know, the colors of your outfit at least, like, complement each other, because that's very important. Very important. And, I would also say, like, make sure you get a pedicure and a manicure. Make sure that looks good, because people do pay attention to your hands. They really do. They pay attention. So you need to make sure they look, they look decent, at least. And I would also say be very confident, because Libras are very confident, and they're also very flirty. So if you're the jealous and possessive type, I mean, you're not going to get along well with a Libra, because, they do like to flirt. So you need to make sure you have, a healthy amount of self-esteem to, not get jealous when you see them, being a little bit too friendly with, like, their friends or whatever. Because sometimes they flirt just to flirt, just to, you know, be charming and whatever. Yeah. I would also say make sure you have a very friendly personality. Libras are attracted to kindness. So if you're humble and you're very down to earth and you're kind and you give back and you volunteer and everything, a Libra is going to be all over you, honey, because they love that. You know, they see that you are actively trying to make a change in our world. And like I said, they are passionate about social justice. So if you're socially and politically involved, period, they're in love with you. They're in love with you, babe. Period. You secured the bag. You secured the bag, babe. Congrats. And yeah, I mean, and make sure you're also not one-dimensional, because Libras have multiple interests and passions and hobbies and stuff. So you need to make sure you have that as well. You know, just make sure that you are a very well-rounded person. I think that's very important no matter who you're dating. You know, you need to make sure you have you need to make sure you have things going on in your life. You have things going for yourself. I think that's very attractive. Yeah. All right. Enough of that. Let's get down to sex with a Libra. Sex with a Libra is going to be very fun, and it's going to be very romantic and passionate. I mean, oh my God. They're just going to give you this sort of like, I don't know, like sex with them is going to give you this sort of like euphoric feeling. Like you're going to get high off of having sex with them because it's just that crazy. Like they really do take your breath away. And they also value beauty. So they're going to appreciate every part of your body, every single part. And you know, some people really do like that because, you know, we're humans, you know, we all have our insecurities, so it's nice to have a partner who appreciates everything about your body. And even though you don't need them to, because you a bad bitch on your own, but you know, it's nice. It is nice. If you're already dating a Libra, here are some gift ideas to get them, you know, because Valentine's Day is right around the corner. I would say you could do like a romantic getaway or a very nice, or go out to like a very nice restaurant and maybe get like a private table in the back, or you know, or something like that. Or you can take them to an art exhibit or a museum because they are very passionate about the arts. So you could do that. And yeah, or if you can, I mean, not everyone can do this, but you could take them to a fashion show. Like, I mean, we ain't rich, honey, over here. We ain't rich. Like, come on now. We only got 33 views on YouTube. That's it. So we not rich, but you know, if you got money, then go ahead and do that. But I ain't got it like that. So I'm just gonna take them to a little restaurant. That's just me. Okay? Because, honey, I could not. Could you imagine? No. No, ma'am. All right. Let's move on to Scorpios. Now, everyone has like a love or hate relationship with Scorpios. Like, I mean, they do get a bad rap, you know, in the astrology community, you know, and I feel bad for them because not every Scorpio is bad, you know. It really just depends if they are developed or undeveloped. Like, that is very important. So it really just depends. But me personally, I like Scorpios. I do. Like, my best friend in high school was a Scorpio, and she's amazing. And I think I don't think I'm friends with any Scorpios now. No. I'm not friends with any now, but, you know, they are amazing, you guys. They really are. Like, they're so ambitious and they're just so powerful. You know, like, you look at them and you're like, wow. You could tell that bitch gets a lot of respect from people. And that is a great quality to have. Like, that's a great trait to have, honestly. And they're also very direct, you know? Like, they're not going to beat around the bush. You know, they're going to really go after what they want. They're going to take it. And they don't mind putting people in their place. Period. And I support that. But, you know, they can be very guarded. And they do have a hard time opening up because they do have trust issues. But honestly, I feel like that is something you can work with that. You know, because with that only takes time. You know, so you can definitely work with it. But because of their trust issues, it's going to take them a while to commit to you. You know, it's going to take them a while to commit. So you really just need to have patience. But if you do cross, you know, your Scorpio lover, they can be a little ruthless. You know, like, revenge is their middle name. Honey, revenge is their middle name. Like, they do not care. You cross them, done. Over. You're dead. Deceased. Honey, you're gone. Like, it's crazy. I would never cross a Scorpio. I would never cross anyone. But, you know, I would make sure that they're not like, if we do get into it, I would first, you know, check to see what their Zodiac sign is. I'm like, oh, you a Scorpio? You know what? Never mind. Never mind. I was wrong. You were right, babe. You were so right. I don't listen. You right. You right. You are so right, babe. Thank you for helping me see that. Thank you, Jesus. You know? Alright, so let's talk about sex with the Scorpio. Now, Scorpios, you know, they do have a reputation for being very promiscuous. But, of course, not all Scorpios are like that. You know? But their sexual energy is unmatched. Unmatched. Period. Like, you can expect marathons in the bedroom, honey. Marathons. Because they just love sex. And they just love being so, like, connected to you in that sort of, like, you know, intimate way in the bedroom. They really love that. They get high off of that. You know, and some of them can be a little addicted to sex, you know? I mean, that's your business, but, you know, you will be up all night because they have the stamina to keep going, you know, and they really know how to read your body. You know, they can they can uncover things you didn't even know about yourself, babe. And that's just the God honest truth. Yeah, it's crazy. But if you are, you know, already in a relationship with a Scorpio and you're trying to, you know, get them a good gift, I would suggest taking them to, you know, a haunted house or maybe like an abandoned house or an abandoned hospital, because they do love things that are dark and twisted. Like, they love murder mysteries and horror movies. So you could have like a horror movie marathon. You could do that. Or, you know, you could get them like in the first edition of their favorite author's book. You could do that because they are very intelligent, so they would appreciate that as well, you know. So, you know, Scorpios, they're not too bad, you know. It definitely depends on your sign, though, because you're not compatible with every single zodiac sign. And that's the God honest truth. All right, moving on. Sagittarius. I love Sagittarius, but Sagittarius men, they built different. I don't know. They are built different, honey. They really are built different. But the women, oh my God. Sagittarius women, she's a goddess. She is the true definition of beauty. The Sagittarius women are everything. Like, hello, Miley Cyrus? Stop playing. Stop playing. Nicki Minaj? Come on. I know y'all stand Nicki Minaj. Like, we are barbs, babe. We are barbs. And that is just on period. We love Nicki. Support Nicki. We stand Nicki. Period. Oh. Anyways. So Sagittarius, they are carefree and they are adventurous and they're young at heart. Oh my God, they are so young at heart. And I feel like that's a great trait to have, like, in a partner. Like, you do want someone who is young at heart, because then you're always just gonna feel alive when you're around them. And I love that. I really do. But, they can be emotionally cold, a little reckless, and they have a hard time committing. They do. Because they don't like to be tied down. They crave independence and freedom, in the relationship. So it's very hard for them to get into one. But I don't know. If you're still interested in a Sagittarius, then here are some do's and don'ts. Be ambitious. Have your own goals and dreams and let them know how passionate you are about that. They love to see that. They love to see, what really drives people. They love that. I would also say be very creative, and, know how to have fun. Because Sagittarius, like, they are the life of the party. They really are. They are the life of the party. So if you're dull and a little boring and all you want to do is stay inside, and just watch movies all day, don't even bother. Or, like, if you are like an introvert, at least at least have some sort of balance. Like, okay, I'll go out one weekend with them, and then the next weekend I'm gonna stay inside and just focus on me. At least have some sort of balance. But I would say don't cling on to them. Do not. Because, like I said, they do crave, their independence and freedom. So they can't be with someone who's clingy and possessive. They don't like that. You're gonna suffocate them, and don't try to control them or rush them. Take your time. Be patient, because they are worth it. They really are. Because once they're in a relationship with you, they're so loving and just so kind and sensitive to your needs. They really are. So, take your time with the Sagittarius, man. Take your time. All right. Let's get down to what it's like, being in bed with the Sagittarius. Let me tell you something. They are very, very energetic. Just like the Scorpio, expect Marathons. Expect marathons, honey. Expect that. They also love makeup sex. So if you're, if it's been a while or you feel like they haven't really been present in bed, start a fight. Start a fight. And I'm telling you, after that fight, they'll be present in bed. And the passion will come back, And they're also very kinky. And they want to uncover, all your deepest and darkest desires. Like, they want to bring your sexual fantasies to life, And, like, once you turn them on, it's very hard to turn them off. So just know what you're getting yourself into. I will say that, honey. Know what you're getting yourself into. Okay. Now let's talk about Capricorns. I like Capricorns. They really are amazing. But some people think that, they're just money hungry. And that's not true. They are not just money hungry, I'm like, yeah, they do care about their finances and, about, building, their bank account. But shouldn't we all be like that? They are very uptight and manipulative, and they have a hard time asking people for help, and they can be a little bit of a know-it-all. Yeah, babe, yeah. But on the other hand, they're intelligent, they have a good work ethic, and they're like a old-fashioned type of romantic, like hopeless romantic. And their bank account is bussin'. It's bussin', babe. It is bussin'. They rolling in dough. They are rolling in it, babe. It's crazy. But good for them. Good for them. Build your coins. Build your bank account. Get it up. Like you should. Alright. Let's talk about what the Capricorn is like in bed. They are a freak. If you already started to notice a pattern that with earth signs, like on the outside they don't look like they're freaks, but behind closed doors, behind closed doors, earth signs are super freaks. They get down and dirty. And just like the Capricorn, they are very adventurous, and you're definitely gonna have to take your time with them, getting them in bed. You're gonna have to build it up. But I don't know, once they're turned on and they're there, shit, who knows what might happen. You never know. But they hate being brushed. So, like I said, sis, take your time. If you are interested in dating a Capricorn, I would say make sure you have your finances together, because that is so important. And honestly, I can see why, because you can't be broke and going on dates. What? No, ma'am. You can't be doing that. No, ma'am. Well, we don't do that over here. You have to make sure you have your own goals and dreams, because they are very ambitious, so they're going to want you to be very ambitious and, really be on your shit, basically. And you also have to carry yourself with class, because Capricorns are old-fashioned. So, they're going to dress nice. They're going to be very well spoken, and they're just gonna have like a very good public image, and they want you to have that as well. I understand that. But don't be reckless with your money. Like, know how to budget, babe. Know how to budget. It doesn't matter how how much money you make or anything like that. Everyone has to be on a budget, and that's just on period. And do not take them for granted. Do not take them for granted, because they really do give a lot in the relationship. So if you're taking them for granted, they will walk out. They do not care at all. And don't push them to commit so early. Like, really take your time and really get to know them. And they will do the same for you. All right. If you're already dating a Capricorn and you're trying to figure out what to get them for Valentine's Day, I would say, give them anything that is useful, because they really are on the go, go, go. They be out here grinding in these streets. So anything that's gonna like really just take stuff off their plate is really going to help them a lot, and they're gonna appreciate it. I would also say, I would also suggest giving them your bank account information. They will greatly appreciate that. Yes, ma'am. So if you're comfortable, go ahead and give them your bank account information. And if you really like me, you can give me yours too. Help a sister out. Thank you. Okay, so now let's talk about Aquarius. I really don't know how I feel about Aquarius. Like, I think they're great, and and they're very smart, but I don't have a lot of Aquarians in my life, but I do notice that I really do get along with them. Like, we're like this, period. But they can be very emotionally detached, and they can be a little ruthless, and they have a very, very dark side. A very dark side. Like, oh my God. Just don't cross them. Don't cross them. Because just like a Scorpio, their middle name is revenge, babe. So, yikes. But I don't know. If you don't cross them, they can be very intelligent, and they're very unique, and they're very like altruistic, and they're also very unpredictable. And I think that's a good thing. They're always changing up their style, their hair, their makeup, just everything. They're trying out, new hobbies and everything. They're always growing. And I love that, because I feel like that's something we all should be doing. Growing and changing every single day. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about the do's and don'ts. Okay. Give them space, because just like Sagittarius, like, they do crave their independence and their freedom. Do that. Also accept them for who they are, because Aquariuses are very unique, and they're always changing. So, one day if you see them, with a different haircut, or if they dyed their hair, just say, you know what, babe? I like that. That's cute. Just be very supportive, because, they're never going to stay the same, and also, Be upfront with your boundaries. Honey. Like, if they text you, like, at midnight, you know, asking you to come over, and, you know, you're not really, you know, that type, and you don't want to do it, but you do it anyway because you're like, oh, well, I really like this person, so I guess I could go over there. I guess it wouldn't be so bad. No, babe. Don't do it. Stay home. Stay home. You know, if you don't want to do it, then don't. Don't force yourself. You know? Because if you don't set your boundaries up front, they will continue to cross them and keep pushing you. You know? So, just be clear with what you want. I would say that. And don't make assumptions about where you guys stand in the relationship. Honey, if the Aquarius, if they didn't say that you guys are in a relationship, then don't be giving out your loyalty for free. You know? Like, but don't ask them, like, you know, too early. Like, after 2 weeks, don't ask them, like, you know, where you guys are. You know, just wait. Take your time. But, you know, make sure you let them know, like, hey, this ain't for free, boo. You're going to have to commit. Period. And don't rush into the relationship. And don't ask for the truth if you can't handle it. Because they are brutally honest. Like, they do not care, babe. They don't care. So they will hurt your feelings. So just do yourself a favor, babe. And don't ask for the truth. Just wait. If you got tough skin, then do it. If you don't, not a good idea. Unless you're just dying to know the truth, then do it. But if not, don't even bother doing that. Alright, let's talk about what Aquarians are like in bed. They're very adventurous, and they need a partner who is sexually adventurous as well to keep up with them. Because, you know, just like other fire signs like Sagittarius and Aries and Leos, they are, an Aquarius is, you know, really freaky, and they're into getting rough and doing, you know, BDSM and like spanking you and biting you and choking you. They're into all of that stuff. So yeah, I found that like air signs and fire signs, like, they have a lot of the same qualities. Like, in some ways they are alike. All right. Okay. It's the last sign, babe. The last sign. Pisces. I love Pisces. I mean, hello, Rihanna. Come on, rude boy. Period. I love Rihanna. What a queen. What a bad bitch. What an alpha woman. Period. She's amazing. I love her. I love Pisces. They're so loyal. Unless it's Pisces men. Pisces men, players. They be in the streets. They be in the streets. Watch out. Watch out. But not all Pisces men are like that, of course. But, you know, some are. But they are creative and emotionally and intelligent, and they are so romantic. Like, a Pisces will give you a fairy tale romance. It is so beautiful, y'all. It really is. Oh my God. Mm. But they do play the victim. They are emotionally manipulative. And they're also very hypersensitive, like Cancers. And I noticed that Pisces are also escapists, you know? They have a hard time being present. They're always in their head. So it can be hard to kind of have like a conversation with them if they're always, you know, spacing out. Yeah. But, you know, if you're still interested in your Pisces, here are some do's and don'ts. Take your time to get to know them, like really get to know them, and be gentle and sensitive to their needs, because they are sensitive. Like I said, babe, they're very sensitive, so you gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. Watch what you say and do. And help them get out of their head, because they're always in their head. Help them be present, you know, and really just in the moment. And they will really appreciate that, you know. And don't try to impress them with how much money you make or like what material possessions you own, because Pisces are not materialistic, so they're not going to be impressed by all of that. They're really going to just be turned off, and they're probably not going to talk to you again, you know, because they're not easy. If you really want to win their heart, you got to stimulate their mind first, if you really want to win their heart. And don't try to play them or gaslight them or manipulate them, because they are very intuitive, so they'll know when you're lying, babe. They will know. I've noticed that all water signs have like psychic abilities. They can read you like a book, babe. Like a book. So play around if you want to. That's on you. Okay? And let's talk about what they're like in bed. Just like Cancers, Pisces are, you know, lady in the streets, freaking sheets. You know, they want a 69 with you. Period. You know, they're really into a lot of crazy stuff and like really into BDSM, and you know, they're also very submissive in bed. They're very submissive. So, you know, if you like being the dominant one, then hey, there you go. You found yourself a good partner, because they will be that for you, for real. If you're already in a relationship with a Pisces, I would say write them a poem or a song, or you can take them to a painting class, or you could take like candid photos of them and like create like a little scrapbook. That way they can see how you see them, you know, in your eyes. They can see your perspective of them. That's something that they would really appreciate that, because they always wondered, you know, like how other people see them, you know, which is like very interesting. And I kind of always wondered that too, you know. But you know, that's the end of today's video. Don't worry, I'll be posting more. Like I said, Tuesdays and Fridays. Be ready. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. And, you know, give your girl a shout out on all your social medias and everything. And, yeah. Thank you guys so much. And I'm so happy that I'm doing this. And I don't know, this just feels right. This is what it feels authentic to me to be doing this, and I love it. I love it so much. So thank you guys so much, and stay tuned for the next video.